Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm excited because I'm going to be talking about Crooked Kingdom. And if you haven't read the book yet, I totally highly suggest not watching this video and watch my other version, which is the non-spoiler version, which is kind of like on the... Right here you see the little eye up there. I have a link for the actual video for the regular version because this video is spoilers. So if you watch it, it's your fault that you got spoiled. So just saying. So let me just give you some minute to do that. Anyway, so getting started with the book. For the Crooked Kingdom, I'm going to start off with the cover because it's so awesome. See? And it has like a creepy crow. I think maybe like the fact that it's like open wide is like, we're coming for you, Kaz. Yeah. So it's like spreading your wings. And so like see it's like red. Ain't that cool, man? I just like the covers, and I even got the first one, so I picked it up from the library just yesterday. So now I got two of them. So anyway, starting off with the book, if you have, since you probably are watching this, you probably read it. But to recap, it's about like the after the events of the last book, where Nash gets kidnapped by Jan, and everybody got the guy Kiwi, who's pretty much related to the scientist that invented the drug, and everybody finally stole it. So Cass and his crew succeeded, but now they have to rescue Nash, which they, like they did in the book. Which they successfully did it, which was really great. And then afterwards, things go ugly, and the whole area, every single territory, country, gangs pretty much are now after Kaz because they want the drug for themselves, and it's like a vital weapon, so they want to use it to take over and also take advantage of their Grishas and also overpower them, and it's just gonna go crazy throughout this book. And wow, this book is like crazy. I mean, there's like so many things going on, and Kaz must find a way to get get his money back, and also to make sure that him and his crew leave safely. So it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. And so starting off with like what I thought about the book. First I gotta say, Jan, you are a double crosser, man. I mean, can't believe this. He just, he took your money. Well, actually, he just cheated you out of this whole thing. And I mean, come on, the crew like wasted their, they put their lives on the line to go steal this drug and to kidnap QE. Well, technically they saved them from whatever was going to happen there. So, but the fact that all the things they went through, all the things that the fact that Nina also risked her own life to take this drug to save everybody, everything, and then on top of that, he kidnaps Nash, and also when he kidnapped Nash, he was just horrible. He was gonna break her legs. It was like, Nash, I hope you get out of this so you can just do your worst to him because he deserves what he gets. I mean, he deserves it, man. Yeah, and let's see, Kaz, I pretty much think he's so awesome because also so smart. I mean, you may be cold as stone in most places, and you have like a horrible past, and like he's pretty much like straight faced most of the time, but at the same time, I know he cares. I know he cares about Nash, and I was hoping throughout the whole book that they would, they will ship together. Eventually, you see throughout the book, like, there were parts of him, like, letting go and actually, like, letting himself come through. But not to the point where it was very unrealistic and that he flipped over and now he's, like, during his whole, like, he becomes the nice guy, which was kind of nice because I, like, don't want him to, like, lose his whole character-ness. Nash, I like the fact that like even despite what she went through her life and stuff, she didn't let that define her. She didn't let that stop her from being her toughness, because she may be like on the outside not as tough. She may be like small, skinny, like quiet girl that doesn't seem like she can defend herself, but she can. And also like the fact that she and Cass had like such a huge bond since the time he bought her and helped her out, and also the fact that he let her go, and it was like, wow. I like the fact that she and him like always work so well together. Like she doesn't even need to like show up and say hi, but she's just always there, and he always knows. And they would just work well together. On top of that, I also like Nina and Matthews. Oh, come on, man! Why'd you have to kill Matthews? I mean, I hate the fact that it actually ruined me. I mean, I was like, no, they finally got together after everything they went through. They even started to love each other now, and now they're supporting each other, and all the things that he did for Anina, like taking care of her, making sure that she's eating, and also him trying to. He threw his life away, so he pretty much chose her over his country, and then after everything, he pretty much he died in the worst way possible. I mean, I accept that the fact that he must die in some way, but I didn't want him to die yet. I wanted him to go to Ravka and learn more about the culture, I guess, and he could have been like an inside man. Yeah, I didn't see that coming, man. I didn't see that coming. And Nina, for most of the part of the story, I felt sad for her because of her losing her powers after the drug, and she was dealing with the addiction towards it. She lost most of herself, and I wanted her to bring back herself because she's a strong character, and I love her because she's awesome. And I wanted to see her powers go on and on, but throughout she was like struggling. But then, as soon as she started eating again, I was like, yes, she's coming back to herself. She's coming back to herself. And then she had this really cool power now. She can control the dead and bring them back to make them like walking zombies, I guess. And it's awesome. Now, onto Hesper. I think he's cool. I like the fact that in this book we got to see more of him. And we got to see more about his backstory, about him on the farm. And also his dad came on town, which makes matters worse because adds to the whole scheme of things, and it's better enough that the whole country is after him now. They have to worry about him. But I also like the fact that the father, he knew that his son messed up, but he was willing to accept it. So, and he came because he wanted to protect his son also and wanted to come home and everything. And I would have liked to see more Hesper's life, maybe like a spin-off, because I would like to see him come to his powers and start using it, and also to see like maybe learn more about his mom and her past also, because she died, and it would have been nice to know more about him. And now for Wyland, I actually have more respect for him in this book than the first book, because in the first book he was coming off like pretty much like the very naive, spoiled brat that left his dad to go to the Catterdam streets and Barrel, and I'm like, why'd you leave your life behind? Is your dad really that bad? I mean, what did he do? I mean, I know you can't read, but but then just second book, learning about everything that he went through, from the way he was treated like crap, and the fact that his dad even hired goons to go kill him, and stuff, and the thing that he did to his mom. I mean, that was horrible. I mean, he's just a horrible piece of work, man. I'm like, Wyland, you deserve your justice, man. You should, yeah. I mean, I mean, yeah, I mean, but at the same time, I like the fact that him and Hesper, I shipped them both together. I mean, they just go. And for Kiwi, he's just a brat, man. He's just a brat, and he may be smart, and actually he was kind of useless for most of the part. I mean, can't even come up with a cure for Nina. I mean, Yuchi tried to help, but at the same time, most part, he was just pretty much like in the way. And I was like, why don't you just let the church have him? Why don't you just let the people have him? He's just useless. But oh well. Also, I like Pekka Rollins, man. I mean, I like the ending, like how his life, like him like running to his son. It was like so funny because it was like, yeah. And also seeing like Jan van Eyck, the way his life has been destroyed by cats, and cats being like, yeah, two can play that game, You double cross me, I cross you. Yeah, it was like, wow. And so after the book, I'm like, I actually don't want this book to end. I don't want this duology to just be a duology somehow. I wanted more of the world because I love the characters, and I want to see what happens next. And I know like Kaz made one step forward for Nash. He even took off his gloves and he took over the Dam. And I want to see them like get together, and I also want to see like maybe the ventures of like Nash continuing her dream to take rescue all the slaves and do all that thing. And also I want to see Nina, like if she actually makes it throughout the whole thing and also saves Kiwi. I actually do would like to see like a whole story about Nina and her journey and how she uses her powers and her as a Grisha. Maybe she could become like a general eventually, and how she and Ravka like saved win the war, I guess, because they deserve to win the war because the other army, uh, regardless about how they feel about the wolf, but they're not really that good. And I would like to see like afterwards, and maybe the possibility of bringing back Matthews from the dead. I don't know. Maybe he'll be resurrected in the book. So it would be really interesting. So I think everybody deserves a side story and their own little like their own side new spin-off. Or I would like to see a new story of with the whole characters coming together after a few years later and maybe teaming up to steal something else or to save the kingdom or whatever they would need a Kaz afterwards, because it would just be so awesome and kick ass and it would just see like awesome. So, and also maybe the pages could be like blue or maybe gold. It would be awesome. So I think it would be gold or something. It would be so cool. But anyway, I hope you liked this whole review. And if you wanted me to do more spoilers, hopefully it was not so rambly. But oh well, like when you see a book, you just want to ramble about it. So hopefully you like your video and click on thumbs up if you like this. And if you want to see more of this channel and see whatever book review this week I'll have, do subscribe because I'd love to have you here. And yeah, it's just going to be so much fun. So until next time, keep on reading.